Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by
What's going on, guys? We're here with another video. Welcome to segment 2. Segment 1 was fire. We got into some heated topics at segment 1. I definitely feel like we definitely need calming down just a little bit. Just a little bit on there. In this segment, we're going to talk about Miami versus Ole Miss recap, and then we're also going to talk about George Kittle is out with a torn Achilles, and then we're going to talk about Miami versus Indiana for the college football championship. I know this is a lot of college football, but this is really the second to last week of college football news that is going to be really big. So I wanted to go hammer on college football so that we can kind of just have fun with the NFL once the NFL is over, then we're in the off season. And really I don't want to say we're only going to really have one of these videos a week. So I do want to talk about just a little bit of that, just a little bit. The very first So once the NFL season is over, I think February 9th, that next week is actually going to be the very last video about the NFL and college football. So our schedule after that is going to be Monday. So Monday is going to be our kind of NFL memes. And then Tuesday, we're not going to have a video on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're actually going to have the recap of the week for the NFL, and just for the NFL and college football, just really just the football in general. And then Wednesday, I think I already said Wednesday. And then Thursday is going to be just other sports, so MLB, hockey, and all that, all the big news from that. And then Friday is still going to be our sports card breakings. I definitely do love those way more than I thought I would, but we're just wanting to talk with some of our people and just like make sure that schedule is still working. So it's still a little iffy, um, but just get prepared. After that, we're not having any more football, so we're not going to be able to talk about it that much, but we're definitely going to be having some fun with some football news. Um, I'm still like trying to work out that schedule just a little bit, but once we find out a little bit more, we just want to give you a little sneak peek. So one of the biggest things that we want to talk about that I really want to talk about is George Kittle torn his Achilles, and that's a really big news for the 49ers. I feel like the 49ers have got the very big injury bug. George Kittle got hurt. You have Brandon Ayuk. He got hurt, and then you have just your defenses. Nick Bosa got hurt. So 49ers just keep getting hurt and hurt and hurt, and it's really bad whenever that does happen. I feel like they are a very legitimate team, but I feel like injuries are just going to kill them every single chance that they do. So we're all prepared. So I'm ready prepared. Just see George Kittle make a full recovery. Torn Achilles is one of the worst, one of the worst that you can have, and just hoping that he can break through and be amazing like how he always is. So one of the bigger things that I do want to talk about is the Miami versus Ole Miss. This is a game that I've been wanting to talk about. one of the bigger things is just Miami just. I felt like after Miami lost to Louisville, I thought they were going to be done. Like, honestly, I feel like Miami has the most Disney run for the college football championship. I feel like they have not went through really anybody. Like, Ole Miss is like the top contender for them. But honestly, they barely beat anybody. Like, I feel like Miami, like, is going to get smacked by Indiana. That is, like, like, I hope that they do. I don't feel like this team should not be in there at all. And I feel like whenever you just look at this team, I feel like you don't really see a good team at all. Like, I just don't know. Like, Miami is. I don't have anything wrong with Miami. I feel like they're just not a great team and just not good all around. So I wouldn't like that call was stupid. Like, and I already knew that. I already knew that it wasn't going to go for Miami's way, and it sucks that it did. But I feel like everybody called it also, so I feel like everybody shouldn't be surprised. But one of the biggest things I do want to talk about is Indiana versus Miami college football game. That's for the national championship. I think it is on this Sunday. I think it's on this Sunday. Get prepared. I think it's on ESPN, CBS, probably all the big programs. Um, I'm definitely ready for some college football championship. This is the best time to watch college football is during the playoffs and the college football championship. So I'm definitely ready. I'm also ready for next season. Next season, I feel like it's going to be so good. I feel like there's definitely now teams like no one expects to lose. Teams that are going to come back. I feel like one of the bigger teams I do think is going to come back is UT. Archer Manning, I think he just had a very off year. So I'm ready to see what's going to happen. So I want to say thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Peace out, guys.